On the way to the auction house. Looks like there's a guard out front.
This the Borsodi Brothers auction house?
Seems it.
Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you, fraternizing with civilians is not allowed.
Dude.
Purpose of your visit?
Why are there Redanian soldiers guarding the auction house?
Just curious. Redanian army regulars, right?
Lance Corporal Václav reporting. And this bloke's my subordinate, Private Kleiner.
Careful you don't piss yourself out of excitement.
You say something, soldier?
Not a thing.
Shouldn't you be somewhere? There's a war on, you know.
We was transferred here. All official. Written order 76 CWX. Mission, guard the auction house. Priority, high. Top, in fact.
Borsodi fella knows his way about the court. Helps the high-rankings sell their war booty. Gets protection in return.
Private Kleiner, that's confidential military information.
Ah, yes, confidential military information, right.
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed Horst Borsodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
Wow, I mean, he's pretty serious about this Order 76.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
Afraid you're out of luck. Order 76 CWX, also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his...
Need I remind you of the penalty for insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me.
There you go.
In you go, Geralt.
Perfect. We hand him our swords.
Appreciate the help.
Twas nowt. I've always had a mind to seeing to old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah, folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
Oh, okay. What are we bidding on today?
What did folk come to bid on? Any idea?
All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Noob and Longendijk.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault.
What?
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
Okay, then. Why is the auction house here in Oxenford, not Novigrad, the main, big city?
Could have sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
It was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Huh. Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye. And I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
Interesting.
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. But Horst is like to show his head during the auction. I'll introduce you then.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it. Only ever collect on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go.
Well, before we go up, we just leveled up to 30. 30 is a really big level, as we can officially then slot in this final sign. We've just been running up the blue tree. We're going to go ahead and get Shockwave on the Ard sign. I think that'll be fun. So now it no longer just pushes enemies back, but in addition, it actively damages them. And that is a full tree. We've filled out at maximum power, as far as I know, 40% here. A full stack of the blue signs, which is, I think, is super cool. Pretty happy with this, and we can also upgrade our armor once we get out of here. So this is kind of a big milestone as far as builds go. We had a build we were trying to get towards. I digress. Let's see what they've got around here. Okay.
Goblet of Fire. Wonder what it is.
Oh man, Goblet of Fire, classic Harry Potter reference.
Zeracanian spears. Excellent adornments for any parlor wall.
Classic.
Good to know.
Classic.
Codex Redaniensis. Sole surviving copy.
Oh my goodness. Never heard of it.
Beautiful. But first blow would shatter them.
Some kind of a sword. Oh, this is a classic right here.
This one probably also belonged to Sorceress. Fetish, maybe?
Never know. What are these? Oh, the cheese. Remember the cheese guy?
From the collection of the mage Aramis.
What a dude.
Dress of harky silk trimmed with amethyst beads.
A giant's. Or maybe a Jotun's.
It's a big skull. I wonder how heavy it is. Like, is it a pain to, like, try and move?
Geralt, you thought of buying...
Lovely sculpture. Probably end up adorning somebody's garden.
All right, looks like everything down here. Let's go follow the old boy up. What did he say? Oh, cutscene. Okay. Hold on.
Auction won't start for a time yet, it seems.
Oh, man.
This is a banquet.
Aye? And?
I detest banquets. Vacuous conversation, food portions fit for a mouse, drinks that taste like piss.
Ah, it won't all be bad. Let me introduce you to some of my most interesting associates. Old hen there is Countess Mignole. Wager you'll have plenty to blather about with her. Prick in the corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing Gwent. Ah, there's Jaromir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But he knows paintings like no other. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like knobs.
All right. Let's meet up with the homies. Let's see here. We will talk to the scent of coin. I have never... Wait, the Yammer first? Let's talk to Yammer. Sure, why not?
Jaromir, might we trouble you a wee spell?
Greetings, Vivaldi. Who's this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I thought you might have a blather with us. About the paintings on the block today.
Ah, sniffing for a quick turnaround as usual, are we?
Pot calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend. True.
Yet first they delight my eyes, whereas you treat them as mere promissory notes. The only arts that interest you are those culinary. What about you, Witcher? Do you know anything about paintings?
Oh, probably a bit. Sure, why not? You know, brush, paint, canvas.
Realize this might be hard to believe, given my crude-looking mug. But yeah, I know a thing
You know,
or
just
two.
broad strokes.
Truly? We ought to see what.
Oh, gosh.
Do you know our friend Vivaldi is in possession of 5 canvases by Van der Nobe? Yet he cannot distinguish them from landscapes at 5 crowns apiece.
I shan't pretend it's otherwise.
Yet for you, my dear connoisseur Witcher, that should present not the slightest problem.
Oh my
So do
goodness.
tell which of these is the handiwork of Edward van der Nobe, the master from Maribor.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay, let's think about this. He was standing centered on the wall, staring at that guy in the face, Let's assume it's the portrait of the merchant, as merchants wear that headpiece, and everything else is like these big scenic shots, but I really don't know. I didn't know we were suddenly a connoisseur. I just thought we like understood the concept of painting.
Really? Merchant with the pearl, no two ways about it.
My. Who would have thought? Might I have a word in private?
Yeah, sure. It's a giant open room with people milling about. Where's the private room? Oh, two steps to the side.
Impertinence. At first, I thought you an ignoramus. Vivaldi's equal. I feel I should apologise in atone, so I shall tell you a secret. A Van Row is due to appear on the block. The painter's unknown largely, but has a fierce admirer in Marcus Hodgson, a bookseller, has his shop in Novigrad's main square. I wager you'll sell him the canvas at a tidy profit.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. Now, please excuse me. My friend's becking.
This doesn't seem like the type of guy that does people favors for no reason.
So, what did he tell you?
Probably just like screwed us over something. Like I don't think it was anything special.
Nothing special.
Truly? Huh. Shame that. Alright, let's go. Ink spot upon ink spot. Sheer number of them's doing me heed in. Funny! Duke Clivet declared bankruptcy. With that ring on his finger. Shite, is it fat?
Alright, so he said there was Hilbert here. He apparently became wealthy from playing Gwent? Unbelievable.
Hilbert! It's been years. Allow me to introduce you. Geralt of Rivia.
Enchanted.
Pleasure's all mine.
How's it? Got your eye on any sparkly bits today?
Not really. I buy what strikes me fancy. I need something right sumptuous for me walls just now. Nilfgaard. I get it right?
Excuse me?
Your Gwent deck. It's Nilfgaard, innit? Come on, admit it.
Yeah, we do not play Nilfgaard.
Not a bad deck, Nilfgaard, but I'll take the Northern Realms over it any day.
Ah, understood. A patriot.
You ought to know, Hilbert. Geralt here's a positively superb player.
What?
Superb.
We got a minute before the auction starts, so... Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Maybe around?
Only if we can earn some money. Oh, we can bet. We can bet a full 250. Nice. Normally you can bet like 5 pennies in a bite of lamb.
Suppose it's not whether you win or lose. Sure, I'm game.
Brilliant. I'll lay my cards out.
Naturally. Geralt, might you have a wee word?
What is it?
Well, mate, seeing as I brought yous together, I do believe I'm owed a share of your winnings, if there are any. 10%. A finder's fee of sorts, you can.
Pretty clear now why you wanted us to meet.
One cardinal bit I've learnt in my trade, friend. Coin dinna stink. So, what'll it be?
I wish we had a third option where we could say if you'll stake some of your money on it, then yes. But it's our cards and it's our money on the line. Why do you think you are owed any of it? No chance.
Awfully resourceful of you, Vimy. I'm impressed. Gotta refuse all the same. No offense.
Dinna make a fuss now. I'm a dwarf and a banker, so I've doubly thick skin. Good luck to you.
Like, I don't think it was rude of him to
Alright.
ask in this
Game
scenario. But I don't think he should have expected us to say yes. And as you could see, he did not. He understood the exchange. This maniac plays a Nilfgaard deck without any spies in it. He didn't play a single spy in 3 rounds. Absolutely insane. We'll take the easy win. Thanks. I'm holding on to 2 decoys thinking I'm about to absolutely slap this guy. Doesn't even play spies with Nilfgaard. What's wrong with you?
Unbelievable, I don't buy it. You cheated, you must have, something. Hexed me or whatnot.
Oh, I'd be careful with the gab, Hilbert. Afore Geralt takes a mind to demanding satisfaction.
Yeah.
You give it to him, you midget. You bearded pinch fist.
Oh, interest will be a right bit higher when that bugger next comes round asking for a loan.
Interestingly enough, not required to complete the Gwent deck, as it is obviously a part of the DLC, but we did get a new fancy card. That's right, another Gaunter Dim card. So there's 3 of these. This one is special because it still has the muster, like all of the other cards with it. So now when we play a Gaunter Dim, it'll automatically play, it should, all 3 of the Gaunter Dim darkness cards, right? So 12 power. But in addition, it should also throw down on a separate set of our board here another 2 power. So it's maybe one of the only muster cards that I know of, maybe in the whole game, that pulls itself into two separate rows, right? All right, he wanted us to talk to the Countess as well, I think he said. Townswoman. There she is.
Ah.
Hello there.
Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam, allow me to introduce my dear friend, Geralt of Rivia.
Witcher of the School of the Wolf.
Forgive me, but have we had the pleasure?
No, but your guild is unmistakable. Your medallion.
Take note, Geralt. Countess Mignol is an eminent collector of Vitaminaica.
Vesemir. What now?
All manner of objects related to the witcherly profession.
Really?
Swords, gear, medallions.
I mean, that's really special. Where did you develop this interest? You have to remember, at this time in history, Witchers are more myth than fact. Like, people remember them barely. Like, we're kind of like almost monsters in the dark you tell children about to like behave. Like, the great grandmas of the village remember when Witchers came around. You know, it is not common at all. So this is a super, super peculiar thing to be collecting. One, because there's a couple of us left alive, just a couple, but also, you know, it's not like Witchers die, you know, in their bed nicely. I mean, their gear goes down with them fighting, you know, and destroyed and damaged, and the arts used to make them are lost. You know, it's kind of a very esoteric thing, but also a little bit special because there's a few of us alive. Like, if anything, she should have like confronted us.
Mind if I ask how the Countess became interested in us, humble monster slayers?
I've some pleasant associations, dating from my oh-so-distant youth.
Dinna ye say such things, Countess? You look right fetching to me.
That's very kind, Master Vivaldi. But apart from my Vesemir, I also own a number of mirrors.
Your most prized piece, what would it be?
An armor element, an antique, School of the Wolf. From 1234.
Wow.
Classic. Is it up for sale?
I fear not. It's a memento. One of great sentimental value.
But perhaps the Countess has got other Witcher curios she's willing to part with. Or acquire. Perhaps you could trade. I'd charge 5%. A modest transaction fee.
Dude. Vivaldi. This guy.
Vimy, never seen anyone so good at laying their mitts on coin that clinked within earshot. But what the hell? See if we can't make a deal.
So, she sells Viper armor, Viper boots, gauntlets, and a superior full moon brew. 60 gold, 200, 200, 200, and 200. Wowee. So 3, 6, 9, 12, a little on top. Very expensive. But we can now craft the Viper School gear, which we could not before. And this is actually a missable interaction. Is there anything in particular you're interested in here, Countess? Because if you're hunting Witcher gear, there must be more for sale here.
Does the Countess have her eye on anything particular today?
No, but Horst Borsodi insisted he would put up something that would be of interest.
Did he happen to say what it was?
No. Oh, you know what he's like. A walking enigma. On another topic, Master Geralt, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help a lady in need.
Depends on the nature of the need.
Oh, it's quite the trifle. I stepped out onto the balcony a moment ago. I dropped an earring while there. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen through the floorboards. Perhaps you, with your cat eyes.
We'd be happy to check.
Not a problem. I'll go right away.
I shall be much obliged.
See you in a minute, Vimy.
All right. Dropped an earring.
Some spilled wine. Nothing else. There's no earring out here, is there?
She wants to tell us something. She's like, is Vesemir still
No.
alive?
Maybe the Countess would care to explain what this is about, all jokes aside.
Forgive me. God, this is so embarrassing. Do you know Vesemir? He was a tinge shorter than you, wore a mustache.
Do I know him? Man taught me everything I know.
What? How is he, if you don't mind my asking?
How close were you two?
Don't mind at all. But before I answer, I also wouldn't mind knowing how you knew each other.
Oh, I've told no one. Not ever. But I suppose I owe you an explanation. It was the winter of 1234. A beast prowled the streets of Oxenford. A fledder, I believe. A contract was issued, a notice posted, and a witcher appeared. Vesemir. Of the School of the Wolf. He came through our estate, tracking the beast. Our eyes met. Something sparked. I wrote him a message, asked my governess to deliver it. He visited, under the cover of night, night after night. On one such occasion, my father heard something. Vesemir had to flee. So quickly, he left behind his gambeson.
The first piece, the start of your collection.
Yes, but also the end of our love. Father had an arrest warrant issued, then quickly married me off. I was fortunate. My husband died young, leaving me a sizable fortune. And thus, I have lived on memories.
I love the way she described it. A monster appeared. Right? A monster was here. We put up a notice and a witcher appeared. You know, like a mythological being just showed up. Vesemir is doing quite well.
Vesemir's fine. The picture of health. And he still wears a mustache.
I'm relieved to hear it. And, did he ever find a mate?
No, haven't seen him with a woman in 5 decades. Me and the other witchers, we often wondered what his story was.
50 years.
A pity our story didn't end differently. I should have ridden out after him.
Where?
Please don't mention me when next you see him. I've reopened my own wounds. That's enough.
I disagree.
I thank you for tolerating a decrepit madwoman so elegantly.
Please don't say that.
I am old and I am wealthy. I may say what I please. And now, be so kind and leave me to my thoughts.
Maybe Vesemir also thinks she died, but at the same time, why didn't she just put up another monster notice if she's old and wealthy, and then when a witcher shows, just pay for information and say there is no monster? See if she can't get a Vesemir to appear again. All right. Looks like we have successfully...
Esteemed ladies, honorable gentlemen, the auction will begin shortly. Take your places, please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise.
Okay. So there is an achievement to buy all the items, so we're going to try and do it, see if we can. Not exactly sure how expensive it'll be. But why not?
Vimy, listen. Forgot to ask you, how's this auction going to work?
They'll bring out 3 lots to start with. Once they've sold, or not, there'll be an intermission. Horst Borsodi will probably appear then. that's when I'll introduce yous.
Counting on it.
In the meantime, have you got a budget? You prepared to bid?
Okay.
Of course I will. Went to the trouble to sneak me in here. I'd be an ass not to take a...
Ha! I knew the bug'd get you.
Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hereby open the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1 is a brass figurine from the collection of the infamous Count Romilly. Rumor has it the figure harbors a treasure inside. A rumor one may prove or disprove solely by destroying the beautiful bauble itself.
What?
Starting price? Quite the bargain at 50 crowns. Any advance? With Master Hilbert at 100. To Countess Mignol, now at 150.
Oh my
Do I
goodness.
hear 200? Might I have an advance?
We're gonna bid. We're gonna bid.
The white-haired gentleman enters a bid of 200. Do we have 250? 200 once? Twice? Thrice? Splendid! Countess Mignol bids 250. Do I hear 300?
Okay.
My, this
probably our
is
limit
lively.
here.
I've 300. Going once? Going twice? Do we have 350? 300 thrice, and sold to the white-haired fellow. Lot number 1, the mysterious brass figurine. Proceeding now to lot number 2. A canvas by the young Novigrad artist Van Rohe, Starry Night over the Pontar. Charming piece. Truly a bargain at 20 crowns. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 crowns. It's practically naught.
Nobody's gonna bid?
Yes, the gentleman with the cat eyes at 20. Do I hear 30? 20 going once? Going twice? Going thrice? Sold! Van Rohe's Starry Night over the Pontar to the gentleman with the cat eyes. Lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen. A true rarity, scarce as hen's teeth. Spectacles. A frame of gold, mountain crystal lenses polished by the tiny, dexterous hands of the gnome masters. Once the property of the famed hired assassin known as the Professor.
Really?
Starting price of 200 crowns. Anyone tempted? Gwent Maestro Hilbert offers an advance of 50. Do I have 3? My, haven't we livened up? 300 from Yaromir Ivanovich Zaitsev. Going once? Twice?
350?
Incredible. With the white-haired gentleman now, good folk, at 350 crowns. A generous offer indeed. Any advance? 350 going once? Going twice? Sold! Invaluable spectacles to the white-haired gentleman. Exceedingly glad they'll be useful. May they serve you well, sir. Oh, the excitement. With the 3 lots behind us, we'll go to an intermission. Amenities abound.
I do want to say, I was trying to run the math here. Looks like total we spent 670 monies. Okay. If you minus 250, we won from the Gwent, which was kind of a big deal, to say the absolute least in this point. Then we've still spent 420. We can resell that painting for 500. So we're going to actually profit from this a total of 80, not counting the fact, spoilers coming in hot, that the item he said you can dismantle, break apart or whatever, and it has a little treasure hunt attached to it as well.
Please partake. We'll resume shortly.
Oh, Geralt, look! Horst Borsodi! Come on before some other cocksuckers steal him. Just, well, don't expect a warm welcome.
Okay.
Greetings, Horst. Allow me to introduce a dear friend and associate, Geralt of Rivia, who...
comes uninvited.
Dude. We must have forgot our manners.
Forgot my manners. Forgive me. The teaching at Kaer Morhen, well, etiquette wasn't high on the list. Scandalous.
That's plain to see.
Got the distinct impression the two of yous started off on the wrong foot. Perhaps we should raise a toast to...
What's one like you want from one like me?
Maximilian Borsodi's house.
Right. Let's dispense with the niceties. Maximilian Borsodi's house. Gotta lay my hands on it, whatever it...
What? Where did you learn of it?
Gentlemen, no reason to lose our composure. Raise our voices.
I ask you, where did you learn of it?
Whoa, come on now.
Where?
Dude. Olgierd von Everick.
From Olgierd von Everek. Name mean anything to you?
It does.
Guards, escort the Witcher out. And he's not to enter, not alone, not hand in hand with Hierarch Hemmelfart.
Honestly, he asked a question. It were a simple inquiry.
One more word, and I shall move my accounts to the competition.
Sorry, mate, but...
That's fine.
No reason to trouble the guards, Horst. I'll go willingly.
We're not very nice here.
Your swords, master. Law says we're to return them.
Oh, they want to
Come on,
fight me.
lads. Giving me no choice.
Oh my goodness. Apparently, they were not just sent to take us out, but to beat us up. What a bunch of meanies. Just some bullies in armor, huh? Ridiculous.
Law says if you see someone hurt, you should summon a medic. Law doesn't say how fast, though, so you can sit tight a while.
My goodness.
Seems true what they say. Sword or no sword, a Witcher brings gold.
Not in the mood for your peasant wisdom. Who the hell are you?
If all goes well, dare say I'm your partner.
Don't need any partners.
Oh, I don't know about that. No chance you'll lay your hands on Max Borsodi's house alone.
Why do you think you can help me?
Really think you can help me?
We can help each other.
Get to the point, if you can.
To get this house, you need to get into the vault.
Okay.
And there's no way Horst will let you in there out of the kindness of his heart.
A heist. Don't like that idea one bit.
Got any others? Find the herbalist lives near Oxenfurt. Ask for some yarrow extract. You'll know why you've come.
You think
This
it's a
is
setup?
Trap of some sort.
Be seeing you, I hope.
You think it's a setup? The dude's watching through the window as his guards get pummeled and we leave. Probably gonna see him again, huh? Well, go to the herbalist hut. Okay, sure. Let's see how far away it is. Oh, it's not bad. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was some sneaky little
Mark of the devil.
spot, but I think we should go and upgrade our armor first, since we did hit level 30. All right, the superior boots, crafting. Real quick, by the way, that Viper armor we bought from the lady requires us to be level 39, so it's a little past us right now. Well, this was very expensive to make, the superior Ursine armor here. I mean, this was crazy expensive to try and put together. And then it will cost another 1,000. This cursed Draconoid leather and the Dimaterium plate, monster essence, and hide, like all together, they were pretty expensive, and we couldn't buy all of them here even. We had to have the parts. But it's done. So that next upgrade from superior armor to, I think, Mastercraft is next. Requires us to be level 34. So it's a pretty big jump again. But you can see we don't have some of the components right now. So we will have to hunt some monsters. So here at level 30, we do officially have a full set of the superior Ursine armor. So the pants, the boots, the gloves, and everything. And I think it's a cool looking set, all things considered. But it's definitely not what I really want to wear. This like super long floaty garment. Maybe if it was freezing cold, it'd be nice. I'm much happy wearing the full set in my original just kind of warrior garb, which maybe we'll upgrade at some point. But I just think it looks good together. And it's a big power jump just to have the other pieces where they are. So I'm pretty happy here where we are at level 30. Before I completely forget, we do have these glasses, which we can wear. They're kind of fun. I don't think I'm like in love with them, but they're definitely a fun little item. It doesn't take up an armor slot or anything, so we can pretty much freely wear them. I don't think they look too bad, but I guess if we needed a disguise, we could put these on for our disguise. We're here at the hut, but apparently they're under attack from these guards. These fallen night guys. It's always these fallen night guys, man. See if we can't take one of them over. And then maybe we'll go ahead and get that telekinetic blast. Oh, did not work. Oh boy. Now I thought we got one of them. It's interesting the fire damage barely affected the sword or the shield guy. My goodness. I guess it did a little bit because his back was to us, maybe? Excuse me, sir. Go. Yeah, I mean, we've enchanted his mind, but he does not care. My goodness. And we're trying to blast him with our telekinetic blast, but this guy is just, like, he's serious. There we go. My goodness. Telekinetic blast, but it's definitely more than nothing. In here. Ah. Yeah, it's like, it's very small, but I feel like it's enough. Oh boy. Can we finish him off with it? I don't know if magic is allowed to do that. We'll see if we can make it happen. Wonder why these fallen knights were here trying to mess up this herbalist. I mean, as you can see, it is minuscule damage. Even maxed out. As far as I can tell, it's super maxed. I guess we can get an armor set to try and, like, burst our signs or boost our signs further, but it's kind of ridiculous. Just, I mean, how little damage it does. My goodness. Maybe if we can knock him off something so the fall kills him. Maybe that's the way forward. Because I'm not sure this will kill him. Like, maybe it has to be fall damage or our sword. Alright. I don't think it's gonna work.
Never fight a witcher.
Because we visited this guy before, the gnome here.
Huh. That was rather efficient.
That all you got to say? I saved your life.
We'd have disposed of that rabble easily.
Who's we?
We?
Aye, I'll be precise. You know what I mean. Now, are you here to trade or not?
Yarrow extract.
Wouldn't happen to have some yarrow extract.
I do. In the back. Follow me, please.
Seriously. Ah, yes, the back. Right. The murder hole. Down we go. We've actually been down here to loot before, I think. There wasn't a lot going on, so maybe there's more now that there's a quest. Ah, there we go. There we go. Look at this.
You've come. Good.
Remains to be seen. Aim to tell me something, I think. So talk.
How do I put this? We share a goal. We both need to get into the Borsodi's vault. Both want something that's in there. Why not pool our strengths?
Sorry, but what exactly is yours?
I have a plan. Spent the last year working on it. On paper. Time to set it in motion. You one I can count on.
I don't even know your name.
Come on. I don't even know your name.
What's that matter?
Matters because you're clearly hiding something. Not just from me, either. Wouldn't be sitting in a cellar in this shithole otherwise.
We've all some stain on our conscience. But I've not asked for your hand in marriage, just for your help in a heist. We break in, each take what we need, then go our own ways.
Try to trick me anyway, anyhow, you won't go anywhere. You know that? 'Cause I'll take your head off right where it meets your neck.
I'm aware of the risks. So, now that you've threatened me and all, are you in?
Trying to figure out where this guy shops. Where's he finding all this black stuff, huh? I haven't seen a whole lot of black items to buy anywhere. What do you want from the vault?
The vault. What's in there for you?
Something that was stolen from me.
Ought I go to the city watch, tell them a crime's been committed, not organize a heist?
I've tried. Repeatedly.
I see. Cheated by the system, wronged by the world. Doesn't matter. What did they take?
List'd take a good while. So I'd rather change the subject. You in or not?
Do you know why this whole Maximilian Borsodi's house thing has become such an issue for me? What do you know about it? You seem like a local.
Before we go any further, you even know what Max Borsodi's house is?
I know it's in the vault.
Didn't answer my question.
Neither of you. Willing to help with the heist or not?
If this is the best way to do it, I'm all for it. But the facts are, like, we're not really a thief. Like, it's not our skill set or inclination.
I'm not a thief.
It's opportunity makes the thief, Witcher. I speak from experience.
Talk.
20 Redanian soldiers guard the auction house, day and night. Patrols walk in circles around it, and here, past this corner, barracks.
Brute force is out. Gotta get in quietly.
Exactly. Not the simplest thing, though. Main entrance, armored door. Windows, dimeridian bars. But not a fortress out there without a weakness. This one's no different.
Patience happens to be my weakness, so dispense with the dramatic pauses and talk.
Beside the house stands a tower, from which we can enter the attic. We can't hope to enter the tower from the street on account of the patrols, but there's a window 60 feet off the ground. No shutters, no bars. We've got to get up there and sneak across to the auction house, then down the stairs to the cellar. Crack open or blow off the vault door, and voila!
I guess, yeah, voila.
Not all bad, except sounds like a lot of work for two.
I'm fully aware of that. For this to work, we need 2 more accomplices. One to scale the tower, drop us a line. The other to open the vault, a safe cracker or a demolition specialist. I've already identified some promising candidates. All we have to do is select and recruit the best among them. Also your job. I'd prefer to remain largely out of sight.
Assumed as much given your hood. Anything else?
Aye, but that's among the details, which you will learn just as soon as you declare.
All right.
Don't really have any other options. So be it. I'm in. But on one condition. No one dies. That clear?
As the great son of Nilfgaard. How about we knock back around? Toast a mutually beneficial relationship.
Rather get to work. What comes first?
First, you have to assemble a crew. Then, there's the Redanian patrols to cull a bit. Too many wandering round. We could get noticed.
Okay, so what are your plans for the patrols then?
What's this about culling the patrols? Told you, no one dies.
Easy. I don't want anyone's death. Just need some folk to be temporarily indisposed.
Spit it out.
You've got to approach the garrison's cook. Convince him to spike the soldiers' nosh with something to keep some of them bedridden. 1 in 2, let's say. Wouldn't want to raise suspicions.
Know the formula for a potion that might do the trick.
There. See? Brew up a bit of that. Hit the town, find the cook, then convince him to do you a favour. I don't know, cast a spell, toss him some coin. You could also use your fists.
What is this guy gonna do while I'm doing all the work, huh? What are your thoughts about how to get in the building once the patrols are down?
Break-in artists. Tell me about them. Assuming lack of vertigo to be the first requirement.
Precisely why my favourite's Eveline Gallo, a circus artist known better as the Ermine. Just now performing with her troupe somewhere near Oxenfurt. Her specialities: rhythmic gymnastics, tightrope walking.
Breaking and entering.
Not officially, no, but I've compared the route her troupe's taken with a list of the most audacious thefts in recent years. A perfect match. Highly doubt that's a coincidence. But if she's reluctant, we've another option in Hugo Hoff, alias Beef Patty.
No.
A halfling.
Think he's fit? Pudgy face. Doesn't really match my image of a criminal.
You'd be surprised. Hugo's notched up more break-ins than you felled monsters. More importantly, 2 years past, he nicked the gold-plated cock from the roof of the town hall in Novigrad. So, the half-man's a climber. Word has it he's holed up in Oxenfurt in a house near the Novigrad gate. Be careful. He's modest in size, but apparently wicked dangerous.
Yeah, Beef Patty, I'm voting no on this guy. He seems a little too wild. What are the options for opening the vault?
All right, opening the vault. Who do we have?
Let's start with the fact that one of them's a dwarf. Vesemir Bassi, native of Mahakam, a specialist in controlled explosions. Folks say he could blow Novigrad to the high heavens with but a pinch of saltpeter. Vault door for him should be a cinch. The problem is, Vesemir apparently hung up his detonators some time ago. He married, sired some littler ones, and settled in the village of Alness. Might plain turn us down.
What's the other options?
Quinto, the North's most famed safecracker. Arrest warrants out on him in Kedwin, Lyria, Angrin, and Kavir. Sadly, he got nabbed a few days back by one Hans of Sidaris, a prick mercenary.
Ah, right. The famed Hans. Went out with his pals to hunt monsters. Turned out they were shit at it. I know the man. So I'd have to rip one from his cozy home, the other from a cozy cage. Need to think about it.
Well, I guess I'll be on my way then.
All right, I'm off. Got a bit to do.
As do I. Get it all done, and we'll meet back here.
What then?
Then, we'll bugger Horst up, down, and sideways. All together.
I don't think this guy actually cares about what's in the vault. I think he just wants to hurt this Horst guy. Okay, so we need to check the stranger has nothing else going on. We talk to him again by any chance?
Told you already, this ain't a two-man job.
Well, we need to pick, I guess, two parts, right? We need to pick who's helping us sneak in. I'm voting on the elf, and who's helping us get in, and then that's a bit of a coin flip. I think the reason I lean towards the elf is I feel like she will just, I don't know, maybe like the fact that he's like, yeah, and the gnome's known to be super dangerous. Yeah, but we're trying not to stack bodies, man. We're like actively trying to like have minimal flair. And this guy, you know, he's a known thief, and then the elf is like a suspected thief. And so maybe she's a little better at what she does. She hasn't been caught in a meaningful way. We need to go and eavesdrop on the soldiers to see if we can figure out where the cook is hiding, whatever we're going to poison to incapacitate the soldiers so we can rob the vault. I mean, that's the big plan. We're too close, apparently.
No one. Came through the western gate the morn. Saw Martin on the pier, rod in hand, fishing.
Cook like that's the right treasure he is. No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
Aye. If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
Yeah, I hope so. So all we need to do is convince the cook to work with us. I think it'd be better to not convince the cook Because if we convince this cook to work with us, we put them in a bad position. I think it would be better for us to simply just do it, right? Just poison whatever it is we're going to poison. Instead have...
Your breath. Oh, the stench of rotten...
What is this?
Vodka.
But I won't plough you with...
Leave her alone.
Why's that? Want us to plough you? Is that it?
Giving me no choice.
Why are these guys so mean? You fools.
The devil?
You know?
What is it?
You all right?
Fine. Truth be told, I'd have managed on my own. But thank you.
What was your plan?
You'd have managed it? Managed those men by yourself?
Of course. Knee to the bollocks, elbow to the throat. Job done.
Walk you home?
Hey now. I'm grateful, sure. But I'll not demonstrate that in the alcove.
Walk you home, that's it.
In that case, yes. Come.
Off we go.
Master Witcher, do you always help folk for free?
Sometimes.
Sometimes for free, usually for pay.
Phew. I was afraid you were abnormal.
Oh my goodness. There was a couple of like weird murders around here, so it was a reasonable
Long live Radovid.
concern for this Dora character to have.
Here it is. Really, you needn't have troubled yourself.
It was 4 a.m.
Might be right, but these days, better safe than sorry. Take care of yourself.
And we
The devil?
quite literally we were heading this way, and we just took out like a vampire in these parts that was plaguing people. We know there's quite a few other unsavory sorts around. Like, this was like no problem. Visit the cook during the day. Oh, my mistake. I don't know if 10 a.m. seems like the right time. Aha.
Must be the cook.
The cook.
Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison, on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
I don't know. I think you should help me. Free of charge.
Asking a lot. Too much. How about you do this free of charge, huh? Out of the kindness of your heart.
Aye, I'll help. Out of kindness.
There we go.
Wait for the signal, and mum's the word. Understood?
That was a significantly expensive bribe for the record. Let's see if we can be successful in convincing the elven acrobat to be a part of the heist, as I don't particularly like the idea of working with the super dangerous gnome, who people are already hunting and looking for. Just seems like not the best teammate. They seem just a little too hot right now. But a traveling performer, I think this might be a better option. We sell something to this guy quick.
Ha ha! Mountains don't move and thus never meet.
Remember the painting? See all the merchants have that going on. All right, let's go check out the traveling troupe here and see if we can convince, what is it, Eveline, to be a part of things here.
The minute we're in trouble, you make me responsible for getting us out. As in Maribor. Remember Maribor?
Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. You Eveline Gallo, the Ermine?
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up. And you, talk. What do you want?
I was looking for somebody to work with me, but we'd rather talk in private.
Rather talk eye to eye.
Eveline conceals nothing from me, and...
And you were to help set up the benches. Immediately.
But...
Very well. Once again, what do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
What problem?
All right, out with it. What's this problem?
See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, he's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point. The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine. Have we not spent it already?
I think I know where this is going.
And I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
No. Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Yikes.
Not a bad shot with my crossbow. Why not? I'm in.
Splendid. So, shall we begin? Folk have grown nervous.
What? Me now? No rehearsals?
What's there to rehearse? You're to shoot and hit a target.
Okay, let's get started.
All right. Do or die. Let's begin.
That I like. A man who boldly dares, damn the risks. Come! And now, good folk, the highlight of our program.
The highlight?
Standing before you, Geralt of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contest in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Wow, prime!
What? But I...
Shh, Geralt, grab your crossbow and get to work.
Okay, then.
What's the hold-up? Shoot!
Oh, boy. We will grab our crossbow.
Shoots him smacking in
Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. This is bad. We should not be doing this. Oh, boy. The ankle shot. Could you just move your leg out a little further, sir? Oh, he is squirmy.
We end with an audacious feat by Geralt of Rivia. We thank you for attending and hope to see you
Never
soon.
again. That was like absurdly dangerous. That crossbow bolt would have taken off his hand, his foot, his face.
It's a shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
You know, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece. Fine work, Geralt.
Dude.
Well, one performance down. What of the next?
I guess you're hired.
Herbalist. Has a hut near here. Ring a bell? Go see him and ask for some yarrow extract.
Ooh, a mystery. I adore mysteries. Till later, Witcher.
Okay. All right. We have two big choices left for the team. We can go for Vesemir, or we can go for. Well, I guess it's a. I guess another way of phrasing this is we can go in loud or quiet. Man, I mean this heist setup mission has been missing Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, how many of these did we do? Hundreds. Loud or quiet. Quiet was almost always the better option, but I kind of don't like the auction house guy throwing us out. So let's just blow his safe right out. But then again, the mercenary holding the guy who's, I don't know. I don't remember which was which. Is Vesemir loud or quiet? Vesemir. Well, I guess we could do this. We could check our characters, maybe. All right, so here's Casimir, right? He's going to blow it up. That sounds like a plan to me. Or there's Quinto, and maybe Quinto is the better choice because he's a famous safecracker. You know, I think that's better. And the stranger I don't like. I don't like him at all. This mysterious man that just happens to be breaking into the vault at the same time we do. Yeah, something's up with that. So I think I'd rather go in with Casimir, just blow the whole thing up, just because Horst was rude. But maybe Quinto's the better pick, even though he's kind of hot, right? Or like there's quite a few people who are after him. He's already been captured. He's probably going to rat us out. Like, I feel like Casimir's the better choice. You know, Casimir has a life outside of crime going on right now.
I told you it'd end this way.
Oh, no. Well, maybe he doesn't have a lot left to live for. We need to remind him. What are you doing up there, Casimir?
Master Casimir, toss aside the torch, it guards.
Dude.
What's going on here?
Ain't it plain? Master Casimir sat upon his roof. Claims he'll blow himself to bits.
He seems very upset.
Huh. A falling out in the family?
Aye. His Euphemia. She were fine. Pretty as a picture, you might say. And 5 bairns they has.
On the short side, but so well-mannered. Always bow, ask after your health. Not at all grumpy like the Elderman's laddies.
Till the day Euphemia bundled up her belongings and their bairns, tossed them all on a wagon.
Remember at Bairns as a kid?
All we've seen of her.
Right, 5 kids.
Casimir's been pure yampy since. Bawling, whinging. Now this.
This'll be one for the ploughing annals. Going out with a bang. When this blows, they'll see the fires in Novigrad.
Maybe we should get a little involved here.
Try to talk some sense into him.
What if he should grow angered?
Wench demanded a canopied bed and got it. Silver tableware, she said. Got that too.
Why don't you just get down?
Get down. Now.
What? Oh. Coming.
He just drops the torch.
Coming.
Blows everything up on the way down. We weren't specific enough. The old Witcher Jedi mind trick getting it done again. Love it.
So, what is it you wanted?
Want you to open a door. Permanently. So it won't close again.
I see. And what might you find on the other side of this door?
A reward. Big one. To be split. Enough for everyone.
Ah, at last.
Here we go.
Time to begin.
The heist. A Witcher, a man, an elf, and a dwarf plan a heist.
So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house. Its vault. That's our target.
Again, this stranger guy here in all black, the fact he just happened to also be planning a vault heist when we need to break in, way too convenient. I don't think he's setting us up, but I do think he's using us for something he couldn't do himself. I'm not sure what he wants, but I think it's more likely vengeance than, money.
The line, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes. Is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Casimir blows the vault door. We go in, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
Well, what we haven't talked about are security measures inside or how to get out once we rob the vault.
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
And the vault? Is it secured somehow?
Even if it is,
My blend of saltpeter, cordite, and fulminating silver will do the trick.
Anything else?
I mean, what's our exit strategy?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
Aye, but you could.
Find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
I mean, what are the contingency plans?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
That is a very interesting phrase. There is no room for friendship in this business. She's right. None of us are friends. And I bet we're all getting betrayed one way or another.
All right, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about masks? Got a rather recognizable mug myself.
I'll tend to that. One last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With me own hands.
Now we gotta kill this guy. Hope he feels better.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way, then.
It's just awfully late into the planning for him to be like, oh, by the way, let me start the death threats. This guy can go. I don't like him. Now, would you look at that?
Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
I think Eveline actually needs the money and is interested in the job, but I don't think she has any reason to do anything other than save herself. I think this guy wants vengeance and he needs to go.
2, 1.
And I think the explodey dwarf, I think he's got a little bit of a death wish and he can go too. Like if we have to like pick sides or betray anyone, I think we side with the elf. She seems the most reasonable.
On your way.
Parkour, parkour. She forgot to say that before she did her big jump. Gotta help out these sneaky elves. Oh my goodness.
Plowing city foul. Shite all over again.
What?
Wow. You ever kick someone in the side of their metal helmet? I haven't, but I bet she broke her toe with that one.
With 1 minute. Move.
1 minute. You think all three of us are making it up this road in 60 seconds? Nobody's gonna look up, huh? Of course, we're good. The rope has a shadow. Ugh. Thankfully, they're holding that torch next to their eyes, ruining their night vision. Oh my goodness. Hey, did we get to keep this cool little black outfit? Our ninja suit? We've got a battle suit, but no Witcher ninja suit.
Bugger all, you said there'd be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Informer?
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
But it's not a bad time to back out.
Not the time, true. But we'll discuss this later. You can be sure of that.
At your service, mate.
Liar.
One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Yeah, see? Reasonable.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
So we got for a mask here. Oh my goodness. Are these each pieces on the chessboard? Maybe? Huh. Why does everyone else have a crown on their mask except for the main guy? Huh. It's kind of silly. Anything good to loot up here? Since we're up here, I mean...
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too.
A love letter. Ooh. Okay, let's see.
It was true love.
I think that was actually a note between Olgierd and the who's what's it. Okay, I'm getting a little lost in the story here, but if I'm not mistaken, how did our quest log get messed up? There we go. If I'm not mistaken, Olgierd sent us on these. Oh goodness.
Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Let's see what's in the vault first.
That's...
Oh boy.
Yes, but we shall raise the starting
Are you kidding me?
What's this? Guards! Guards!
This is the second or third time that the
Yes.
Shut up and fight.
information has been completely wrong. How's it a 4-on-3 and we're losing?
Slice 'em! Slice the ball back!
Alright, hold on. Can we get somebody with Ard maybe? It's a little close quarters, but... They get a 5-on-2? Why are they all ganging up on me?
Good job, Geralt.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, look who it is. I'm waiting to find out these two know each other.
Stop him! He's not to flee!
Now, my concern is if we are taking down members of the Redanian army, these aren't auction house guards. They actually are, you know, they are, but they work for the crown. Oh my goodness. Well, this just went from bad to worse. Like, oh, and there's the murder. And it was all for nothing. It's too late. Come on.
Lock themselves in.
So how are we getting out?
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2!
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Yeah, one guy.
Hold now!
Because you've been too busy killing
We must
hostages.
negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
Well, you pull back.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Oh boy.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler, so long as you take your boys and pull out.
Yeah.
All live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
Okay, how about a wagon and a horse?
So we want a wagon and horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it! Good point. A wagon, then? What kind?
Dude, any wagon. Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as it rolls.
We're not picky. Any old cart, long as it has wheels that roll.
All right, I'll get it done. In exchange, you must release the hostages.
No, we'll release
How
one
many?
hostage.
All of them.
Oh my goodness. What happened? What happened? The dwarf was down there cracking the safe the whole time. Didn't even matter. Dude. The negotiator has arrived. Alright, so to repeat here, we are using a wooden sword. It is a 3-on-2, and somehow we are still getting...
Never learn. Not good.
It is a 3-on-2. Now it's a 2-on-2. We'll take those odds. So hypothetically, our safe cracker is down there cracking. I'm assuming the hostage escaped. And we need to kill this guy. Yes, he's the worst.
Damn it, explosion triggered that fight. Could have done without both.
That explosion gets us in the vault.
Where's Eveline?
She's fled. All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come on before reinforcements arrive.
I don't think he means anything he just said. All right, well, here we are. The basement of the auction house. Ooh, what is this? Gnomish pranking, of course. Care for your sword, a classic. Anything else remotely worthwhile down here? Looks like the answer is no. The Last Wish. We've read all these books. I think we might have actually read every book in the game at this point. I think we're running out of books to read. One of these must be a secret exit, I suppose. Oh, what is this? Request for payment. This document certifies that blah, blah, blah. Installing 65,000 Novigrad crowns. Huh. There's quite a bit of things happening here, but I feel like there's like puzzle pieces being revealed. I haven't quite figured out how they connect yet. What is this one? Another letter. Oh boy, an astrologer got involved. Constellation, the cards. Pay this man money. Huh. Yeah, again, I think I think things are being revealed to us, but oh, he blew the doors open. Nice.
A mighty fine whoop that was. A wee bit loud, aye, on account I had to add more fulminating silver than usual, but...
I'm not interested.
Hey, you got the
no
job
one's
done.
Interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
No.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. With no time.
You didn't hire us at all. We just agreed that we both wanted to break into this place. How about you going first? I like that idea better. Oh, we don't have a choice. Okay. It's empty? They're broke? Oh, wait, hold on. It's like the Thieves Guild all over again. Let's see what's in here. Sure. Got something to drink. We were getting a little thirsty. Okay. Clear out some of that action. What do we got here?
Same paintings were on the block.
Huh. You think they've been making copies and selling them? It's like a little boat.
Same paintings were on the block.
Okay. Searching the vault for... Remember, we need the deed to the house. Emerald. I don't want to get too close to that door up there. 6 coins and some emeralds. We're going to have to find a way to... We're going to have to find... Oh, we better grab our painting,
Same
huh?
paintings were on the block.
Or maybe they haven't been delivered to us yet? I don't
Were on
know.
the block.
I mean, for this like seriously expansive vault, there have not been. Oh, we've maybe made like $100. Like, this is not worth it all. Obviously, we were here for, you know, reasons. Listen, I got it. We were sent here.
We're on the block.
We were sent here by Gontrod Dim to fulfill a job that he had with Olgierd, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't mind any of that, but I do mind the fact that it's not just costing us time, but it's costing us money. I mean, this has not been very profitable at all, to say the absolute least. I mean, we didn't even make a friend on the way.
You don't know who you're fucking with.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
The big reveal. Here comes.
Ewald?
Greetings, brother.
No way.
Been years.
Stun me stupid and slap me happy.
No. Why don't you explain yourself here, Ewald?
Think you owe us an explanation, Ewald Borsodi. This family reunion. What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation.
Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Be clear. The only thing we want, literally, the only thing we want is the, what do you call it? The house deed. If he gives us the house deed, we're with him. That's all we care about.
Generous offer, Horst. Believe I'll take it.
What? How dare you?
Hate to be taken for a ride. Said that from the start. Should have treated it seriously.
He's got a death wish. You know he's going to side against us. Dude.
Let your mouth in between.
Remember, he said the whole time, it's just a heist. We're going to rob something from the vault. I want something too. Ridiculous. I want to note, we did not kill him. No bodies. We dropped no bodies. We didn't drop any, we didn't stack any, we didn't leave any.
Look, even your accomplices have turned against you. But not I. A brother once, a brother always. I'm prepared to forgive you.
Is that so?
On one condition. That you acknowledge me as head of the family. And bow before me.
Seems like a mistake.
I might have fallen prey had I not known. But I do, you all. The bad shilling that always turns up.
Yeah, good job us stopping his anger, huh? You might regret that later. Well, never mind. Alright, fine. Gonna have to live with those regrets now. Great. You think that's a horse cast they used to sell the unicorn upstairs? A model or whatever? I also saw a sword in the stone in here and piles of gold. First off, seems like a bad way to...
Bathe and dress him for the funeral. Something presentable. I'll not have him bring me more shame.
Notice those guards aren't Redanian guards. They have the same crest on their shields that the auction house guy has on his chest. That gavel right in the circle. Here we go.
At last. How I despise unfinished business.
What do you say we talk about my reward?
As I said, take whatever you please.
And as I said...
Of course. The Witcher.
Obviously.
I want Max Borsodi's house. Whatever it is.
It's like a little model house.
Understand. Scrolls, documents, the will in there. None of this can land in Olgierd's hands. Not for any price.
Why?
Any? You sure?
Yes, Witcher. I'd sooner die than let you have those papers.
I don't really understand why he's so serious about this. Did Gontra Dim make him promise to keep them?
Admire your courage, I do. But we need to figure something out.
How? I was clear. I'll not hand you the house.
No, said you won't hand me its contents. I don't need those papers. Casket'll do me just fine.
I see. The wolf leaves sated, yet the sheep lives on.
This wolf's pretty tired. So let me have the casket and lead us out of here.
With immense pleasure. Believe me.
I don't get it. What's the casket?
This way. Get out, Witcher. And don't come back.
We have Maximilian Borsodi's house. We have the entire house? It must be a quest item, right? Yeah, we have that little... We don't have the papers to the ownership. We just have the... Just have that little box that was the little model house, huh? Now, we just picked up a diagram to a Viper Steel Sword. Makes me a little concerned. We should, crossbow, double check what's around here. And what happened to the elf? 10 coins, 16 coins, 6 coins, 10 coins. I know there's a necklace with all that stuff, or like a little ring or something, but everything in there we have to resell. It loses significant value. Even though they're, you know, listed as gold diamond rings or whatever. It'll be like value 498, and then you gotta sell it to a merchant. And the merchant's like, I'll give you 12 pennies. Like, okay, guy. Gold sapphire necklace. The 5th essence. Okay. Excuse us, Mr. Horse. Anything else we could grab while we're here?
Stay out of my way.
Now, I guess technically we could kill these guys for their armor, but as long as we fulfilled whatever it is we were supposed to,
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
I feel like that's going to be good enough. All right, the dwarf has nothing of value. We talk to this horse guy at all?
This way. Get out,
No.
Witcher. And don't come back.
You think he's got a unique armor or anything? We should kill him? Meh. Let's just go. It's fine. But the elf, you think she was able to get in here, make a killing? I don't mean quite literally. I mean more so, you know, make some money. Since the vault doors were blown open. Let's see where the secret exit is. You just wait. It comes out next to that big toad. Get out the auction house. Man, what a mess. Some deer hide. Huh. I thought this would be like a to-go bag or something. Apparently not. I thought there'd be like a change of clothes and a snack. Nope. Well, let's see where the secret exit leaves us. Wait for it. Okay, look at that. So, looks like we're right out on the docks, maybe? This is a fisherman's hut, right? What does that look like on the other side? Giant gaping hole now. Okay, I wonder who owns this house. Obviously the auction house, right? But I just wonder who, like, who maintains it, right? Let's go up top, see if there's anyone home. No, just a nondescript house in the middle of, you know, direct access to water. Huh? Wonder what kind of goods they sneak into the auction house through this little house. I bet there's all kinds of valuable. Talk to Maximilian Borsodi at Olgierd. Can we find the elf though? Like, did she escape? She must have. Right when the explosion went off, we did not see her body, or if we did, I missed it. Right when the explosion went off, she noped right out of there. All right, let's go and...
Stay out of my way.
I hope this counts. We don't get in trouble for not exactly bringing back what we said we would, right? Oh, he's here at the... Oh, no. He's right here in town still. We're going to bring him to the house now. He's going to be super upset about this. Oh, man. Remember, he tried to give us an impossible task so he could live forever or something? Oh, no, no, no.
Need to chat.
I'm all ears with you.
I've got the Borsodi house you asked for.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come.
This guy was smarter. I think he'd kill us.
Oh, that's better. All right. What do you have for me?
Max Borsodi's house, as requested.
Incredible, isn't it? Hope it's everything you imagined. Max Borsodi was an ant.
The papers. Where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odin himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
Ask for legal advice?
Looks to me like you might need some. You signed the contract, Olgierd. I'm just fulfilling its terms, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
His brother Ewald was worse.
Was?
Horst killed him with his own hands.
It's progress.
Did you know Horst had a brother? Sounds like you did.
Horst's brother. Did you know about him?
I should think so. Ewald was famous in certain circles.
Which ones?
The kind noble witches don't usually associate with. He murdered for coin, no questions. Without batting an eye. Always extravagantly, though. If not for his damn surname, I believe I'd have invited him to join the company.
What are we going to do with the papers of the house?
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmeria's hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aimed to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets. and the hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't the needy. Made her wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
Okay, then.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Yes.
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
I feel like we're talking to a dead man. If we don't ask this question, this story's going to end with him. Nobody's going to know. And, you know, him telling us his story before he goes wherever he goes next is a way of keeping it alive. I feel like his days are numbered.
Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune. And our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor. One from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern. Drank a round. A second. I brawled. Then had another tankard. And then I asked the wrong bloke for help.
Contro dim.
What happened then?
Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must say to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
What exactly, or who exactly is in the barrel? Are you kidding me? Seriously? Why?
Come on, none of this dallying.
Passes out from all the blood flowing to his head. What are you kidding? Like, what is this about?
You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality.
Not true.
And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go.
What was this for? I don't get it.
We must talk outside.
He just wants us to know he's a bully?
The Afiri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Why did you put this person in a barrel?
Barrel? What was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson, and threatened to kill me.
Sounds like you deserve that.
It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Oh my goodness. He's just a bully. And like you can say like, okay, so he burned down the inn, but then he gave the innkeeper enough money to build it back. You don't know that. We don't know he's being truthful. And it doesn't matter if you have the money to like rebuild the inn. Maybe the cost of lumber goes up and you don't have the money. Or maybe you get robbed with all this money instead of the inn you had, and it doesn't replace your inn, right? It's a year later, it's finally built. Like, it's not the same. He's not made whole. And this guy's trying to justify, like, I did the right thing. And look, I'm the one who's being victimized here. Man, you're just the bad guy.
Must have made quite a few enemies along the way. Maybe not today and not tomorrow, but someday someone will find a way to take you down.
And that should trouble me why? I feel no fear, no regret. The wise men of Oxenfurt claim there are no gods. After death, there is only the void. I've known this void already. Death holds no surprises.
That is the foolish sound of ignorance talking.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
You don't give a shit, Olgierd.
You'd make piss-poor company for a talk about love anyway.
3rd wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that bloom. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
Least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
Oh my goodness.
One drink, all I had.
Gives us another impossible task because of course he does. You gotta believe Gontro Dim knew how bad this was. I want nothing to do with Gontro Dim or this Olgierd guy at all.